delighted to be speaking to the younger member of the dynamic duo that is Anka and Avneet Nijjer, authors of their latest book, Everyday Mindset. How are you, Avneet?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So tell me, how does it feel to have yet another book out into the world?
It just feels good because having a series now, not us included in this one, because it just makes me feel happy because no other child has really done something like this. So it just stands out, and it helps children to learn. And as there are lots of girls who want to be authors in my school, it helps me help them, teach them on tips and tricks on how to write a book, how to engage, have like a character like Icky in our book.
Yes.
So it feels all right for me because it can inspire others to become authors and do what they want to do, follow their dream.
Oh, wow. And that's a great one, isn't it? And even at a young age, you can have these dreams and you can achieve your dreams. But tell me, do you think the teachers will be coming to you to help the kids write books? Do you think that you've got more experience than them now?
Maybe, I'm not sure. My English teacher at school is really the one to go to, as her being an author herself. But I'm not really sure. After her, maybe me. I don't know.
Absolutely brilliant. I was just toying with that because actually it was something, if you heard the saying, half in earnest and half in truth, so a bit of it's a tongue-in-cheek sort of statement because it's true. There's a truth in it, doesn't matter your age, we can all learn. And I know in this book there's lots of things for many adults, but I want to ask you, why is mindset important?
I think mindset's really important because it just helps you think about the here and now. I mentioned that earlier, but it really just helps you zone in and think about, what am I like trying to achieve right now? What am I stressed about? And it just helps you think and zone out of everything else and just think about you.
I
like that.
And
we at school, we try and just breathe. We have 5 minutes at school just to breathe and think about the here and now.
Excellent. And I think you call that mindfulness.
Yeah, mindfulness.
Which helps your mindset.
Yeah, because like having a fixed mindset can really hold you back. But then whereas having a growth mindset, you can just zoom in and reach for the stars.
Absolutely. And that's what you're doing. And the thing is, I've known you a couple of years now, and I think this is a question, not just for children, but for adults. You've achieved so much, yet you're so grounded. What helped you to stay grounded and humble, even although you're achieving way beyond your years?
The answer is, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Well, that's a good answer, but actually, I know you do know. And maybe it's the way I've asked the question. So let me rephrase it. So what tool do you use that shows that you appreciate everything that you achieve?
Oh, I think I know that, and as I pieced it like that. Gratitude, because gratitude just helps you just like love your life, like love you being here, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely know gratitude. When you look at all the big gurus out in the world around personal development mindset, gratitude is their one thing that they practice on a daily basis. So What do you do daily, Avneet, to help keep you in that growth mindset?
I firstly do daily affirmations. So, like when I wake up and before I go to sleep, I say, I am great, I can do it, I'm the best, things like that. And like, say I'm doing a test, you know how you can have so much like nerves in that. I just take deep breaths in and out, and I find it really helps because say I had a say you're about to have a science test and you haven't revised, you just breathe and maybe you'll achieve something.
Mm.
And I say before I go to sleep what I'm grateful for. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my house, because there are people which are less fortunate from us. Thank you for the family, things like that. So
You see, and although these are simple things, yet human beings find them challenging to do, don't they?
yeah.
And you know that. And that's why you're great teachers at such young age, and why you are great role models for other young children, so that they too can take on board a lot of what you say is in this book. Because I actually think we need to sell it to adults, just like J.K. Rowling writes for children. She does Harry Potter, she changes the cover for adults, you know. But so in the book, what's your favourite activity and what's your favourite quote?
I think that, let's think. I mostly think that, where is it? It's somewhere in here. It talks about the vision boards, and it talks about how you achieve things and things like that. So in vision, I have a vision board, and so does my brother. But it helps children to just think about what you want to do. So I think that one would be my most favorite. But I haven't a problem, because there's another one which I think I may be my favorite.
What's that?
There's 5 minute in journaling at the end that like goes on for like 30 pages. I don't know. It's
Yes.
endless and like this. But it really just like helps children zone in and think about what's happened in the day. So it's kind of like an activity book you can take with you wherever you go.
That is just brilliant, brilliant. And what's your favourite quote?
Oh, it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. But it's also, but also, if you think you can and you think you can't, you're right. Because
Henry Ford.
Because Henry Ford quote, yes, it just helps you think. If you think you can or think you can't, you're right. If you say I can't do it, then you probably won't be able to do it, because you're saying to yourself, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. Then you say I can do it, then you will be able to do it, because you're saying to yourself, I can do it.
Absolutely, because as you say, a positive growth mindset helps you scale the mountains, for sure.
Yes.
Even when you stumble and you fall, you pick yourself right up, you build that resilience, and you keep going. So last question, what is your dream and hope for this book and your future?
Well, I hope that our book will inspire children to be resilient and be more have more of a growth mindset, because many of the children in my class or that I know say, I can't do it. I can't do it. I know I'm going to get that mark in my thing. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to do that. But then I say, why don't you just flip your mindset and think that I can do it, and maybe will achieve something in life? So that's why I really want children to now achieve, and maybe even some adults, because I want to help people, not just people who read our book, but like maybe even global, so even adults too. I just want them to flip to growth mindset from fixed mindset.
Absolutely. And I talk about an I can movement turn your I can'ts upside down into I can. And there you see, so I'm an old lady and you're a young lady, and we understand the value and the power in telling ourselves I can. And then we just figure out a way. And the good thing is, and maybe you want to say, I know I said the last question, but it's so interesting talking to you, Avneet. But sometimes when you have a positive mindset and you say I can, the universe or God or whatever you believe in opens a door to allow you to achieve. What would you say about that?
I really like that sort of analogy, because once I saw this framed quote, I can't remember who it was by, but it said, nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible, because it's impossible. It really says that. And as a 9-year-old, I believe in everyone, because young children actually think about themselves more than adults in that sort of way.
You're right, you know, because you're quite egocentric as a child because you're living in your world. You've not really acclimatized to everything else that's going outside you. Whereas adults are concerned about other things, and particularly women then put themselves last, you know. So that's great. So learning that at a young age is just brilliant, Avneet. So Avneet, thank you very much for talking with me today. And I can't wait to see this book doing its magic in the world. Thank you, Avneet.
Thank you.